All right, everybody, you know the drill. Welcome back. Episode 29 of Simply Clarifying. How are all of you today? Wonderful, I hope. I hope that everything in your day has been lovely, stress-free, just wonderful, right? Whether it's your commute to or from work or dealing with your little nuggets at home. I'm done. Sorry. I just had to do that. So anyway, today is drama detox and why it's good to have one, okay? Now, I know that it's a little crazy, right, to put on such a label. Like, who even has drama like that? Everyone. Honey bun. Everyone. And a drama detox is the intentional process of reducing high conflict behavior, emotionality, and chaotic relationship cycles to improve mental well-being. Similar to a digital or physical detox, it focuses on removing stressors that drain your energy and cloud your judgment. Now, this could also include people, okay? There are a lot of people that bring on, let's just face it, drama. That's it. Like, it brings them joy to see other people. Like pot stirrers, you know? You know any of those? People who just make it a point to just set upon you with bad news or glass half empty fucking syndrome where they just have to fucking feed off of negativity and just bad things. Right? Everyone knows someone. Everyone knows someone like that. Sometimes, like, you can nod along and be like, oh, well, that's just Jill, you know, judgy Jill, just doing her judging. It's just what she is. Well, sometimes the Jills of the world, as an example, I mean, if your name is Jill, I apologize. But like, as an example, the dramatic dollies of the world. Yeah, sometimes it's good to push them aside and, you know, fucking breathe. Sometimes it's good to just cut them out. Let's be honest. Sometimes. Could be family, could be people at work, anything that's extra, right? If you don't have to deal with it all the time, why would you? Unless you like it. I mean, some people like drama. Now, me personally, I can't say that enough, so keep your comments to yourself. I'm not coming for you. I'm just saying. For me personally, okay? If there are certain people in my life that cause me an ungodly amount of stress and drama and chaos, like where it actually affects me, they're not going to be in my life. Like, that's just it. I prefer my drama to be on a screen, right? Where I can rewind, fast forward, pause, or change it whenever I fucking want. Trashy TV, crazy documentaries, like, that drama, fucking let me have it. I'll have it all day. My daughter's coming home to bitch about people at work or problems or this and that. Like, okay, like I'll deal with that because it's in my house, so it affects me, right? If she's stomping around like a fucking Bergen, then yeah, that's going to affect me eventually. But if it's someone outside of my home and they don't deliver anything positive, chances are I'm not going to just hold on to them for the sake of having that person. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need it. Okay? Now, that's really harsh. Not everyone can take that stance. Some people need a lot of people. I am a quality over quantity kind of person. I would rather have two very, very close people, 2, 3, you know, where I can all of my stuff on without thinking. You know, I can talk to them and I don't have to be like, oh God, do I tell her that? Do I not? Do I say this? Do I not? Do I rephrase it? Do I talk hypothetically? I don't want to have to do that. Okay? I don't, like, everyone has those kind of people in life, right? The people that you can talk to about, like, the weather, a movie, what are you doing this weekend kind of thing. I'm talking about the people who really hear the shit, right? The people who can hold the drama. If I have some and I don't want to do it myself, if I like need to it on somebody, I want those people to be They know me, right? They can take it. Some people can't take it. Some people don't want to take it. I'm one of those a lot of the time. Now, I will listen to people's problems if it's one of those people. If you're a random fucking asswad and, you know, you see me, I'm not going to automatically just be there and listen and commit to you and your problems. Like, I'm sorry, but no. There are some people that do that. And I commend those people because, yeah, that ain't me. Like, you know, you're on a train somewhere and there's this sweet old lady and she sees that you're kind of upset, so she asks what's wrong. She opened the door, right? So whatever you say from there, it's her fault. She's the one who started that shit. So whatever you say, I mean, you could be on your way from a goddamn human sacrifice or something, you know? And she asked about it, so, like, she opened the door, she let you in. If I'm on a train and I see somebody, like, it's sad and everything, but unless, like, you're really going through it, you know, if I just see someone sitting there and they're like, you know, that's one thing. I mean, you could have dropped your donut getting onto the train. I don't know. You know, you could have had someone that you just lost. I don't know the variance, but I also only have so much time and I don't know you, which can be both a blessing and a curse, but there are some people that will just let everyone in just because they think that they should, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't have that in me to be everyone's everything all the time. I don't know. So the key benefits of a drama detox. Okay, because let's face it, some people will keep drama, certain levels in it, just to keep their life interesting or spicy. I don't like spice like that. You know what I mean? Like, again, I like the best drama is on TV. Period. Like, I can control it. I can not watch it when I don't want to, and it's not like involving me at all. When my life is drama, that's like stress, that's like even less sleep than I already get. Like, it just gets to be another thing on my plate, and my plate's fucking full, okay? I don't need any more. I don't want any more, whatever. If it's a close friend, I will listen to their stuff, and I have no issue with that because I've chosen to give myself to those kind of situations. But like I said, if it's someone that I talk to maybe once a year, okay, so no, we're probably not going to have a 4-hour conversation whether or not you should keep dating this guy who looks like, you know, your dad or something. Like, I don't know. I've had some weird encounters. But anyway, so benefits of a drama detox, whether that means cutting someone out completely or just putting them on the back burner and just giving yourself some breathing room. All right. Reduces chronic stress. Constantly engaging in drama cycles keeps the nervous system in a state of high alert. True. Detoxing allows your body to exit the fight or flight mode, fostering better resilience and lower anxiety. I don't know about you, but I am someone who even change to me can cause drama. And when I see that the whole high alert, that is completely 1000% accurate. When you're always wondering what's going to happen because you don't know, right? If you have all these situations, especially things that change, that can create its own drama in your schedule, in your setup, in your mind. Like, and yes, it's very exhausting to always be on such a high alert. So I understand that. And sometimes, like, I don't get a lot of detox days, but when I take them, it's like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and wander around the wasteland of Fallout and just like shoot things and collect tin cans and whatnot. And I just need a little bit of time to just be done with the world, you know? Like, I don't want to cook today. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to talk on the phone. Like, even things like that, tiny detoxes. You're blocking essentially the could be stressors of situations that will put your mind and your body in a state of high alert. And it's very exhausting. So let's move on. Improves decision making. High emotionality, I swear I can read, everybody, often impedes mental clarity. Removing drama creates the emotional space needed to think objectively, set goals, and solve problems rather than just reacting to crisis. So, yes. Agreed. We don't, I mean, it said it pretty well. Builds healthier relationships. Drama often stems from a lack of trust or a feeling of exclusion. A detox encourages moving away from victim and villain dynamics and toward constructive dialogue and supportive friendships. That's what I said when it's those 1 to 3 people where you don't have to think about it. Does anyone here have a victim friend where everyone and everything in their life is against them and they're failing because, and all that stuff? I mean, everyone's got somebody that they've known or that they know or they deal with or whatever. It's exhausting, right? And that's just me being an outsider. I couldn't imagine wearing their fucking shoes day after day after day. Good God, like, But then some people fucking thrive on it. If they don't have that angle, if they don't have that drama day every day, it's like they're failing. Now, I don't know how a mind gets set up like that. I don't know if it's like an inherited situation from a parent or just like the thrill of pissing people off or like making everyone upset. I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah. Yeah. Increases productivity and focus. Drama acts as a distraction that your brain uses to avoid discomfort. By cutting out the noise, you can reclaim your attention for creative pursuits and personal growth. So, here's the thing on that. Yes, it's true. Drama does actually take up a good chunk of space in your mind, in your brain, right? Like, if you could categorize everything in like rooms, it'd be a pretty big one a lot of the time, I feel. There are different levels though, there's different levels. What I watch on TV, that's not really drama for me because it has nothing to do with me. That's just things I like to watch. It's like someone else's misfortune or drama or whatever, you know what I mean? But that's, that's the entertainment side of drama. Drama can be entertaining. It's when it's constant and stressful and draining. You got entertaining and then you got draining. Very different. Draining is someone who comes to you with the same problem. The same problem week after week after week. So here's the deal. I usually give someone 3 runs of an episode. I even speak in that, term because it's very relatable. So here we go when I say that. Someone will come to me with a problem. Okay? They will tell me their problem and I will listen wholeheartedly. All right? Even if it's somebody that's not one of my inner circle thing, I will still be, if we've got to the point where you want to tell me something, then we're on some kind of level. So I'll listen to you. I'll hear you out. Okay? So you tell me your problem and I tell you what I think. All right? I give you the outsider's perspective, if you will. Now, I'm not a fucking therapist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, who am I? So, but you know that, and you still come to me. So, okay. So I tell you what I think. What you take from that is whatever you take from that, We throw out an example. My boyfriend's treating me like shit. He ignores me all the time. I just feel like I don't matter. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Well, here's what you could do. Blah, 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 blah. So you either try some of those things or you take what I say and you kind of make it your own and try some of those things or you just keep going. You do nothing. So nothing ever changes if nothing ever changes. That is something that I say all the time. My kids fucking hate it, I'm sure, because But it's true. You know, if you're stuck in a cycle of suck and you don't do anything, what the fuck is going to change? Honestly, you know, like if you're in this dramatic situation and these things keep happening, right? But there is nothing that, you know, day by day that changes. Like you're living this dramatic day the same as yesterday, the same as the day before and the day before, and probably will be tomorrow. Like if nothing ever changes, nothing's gonna fucking change. So, okay. Same story. Same person. A week goes by. She calls me again. And she's telling me the same story, the same problem. And it's like, I'm listening now, again. And then I reiterate what I had said a week ago. And then, you know, she'll tell me, well, she didn't do that. Or she doesn't think it'll work. Or, and I'll be like, okay, well, you could. And then I say what I say. And then there you are. She goes, does what she does. A week goes by. My phone rings. I answer. Same person. Same story. Same motherfucking problem. You know why? Because she hasn't done anything. She hasn't changed anything. The other 2 times she's talked to me and told me about this problem, the exact same problem, this drama, she's telling me again. Almost word for word. We are now on our 3rd run of this episode. I am completely over it. You know why? Because now, the first time, you didn't know what to do. You needed to express your problem, and you did. And I heard it. Okay? You now then share your drama with me in hopes to find some kind of, you know, resolution or way out or whatever. I try to help you. The second time you tell me, you don't believe what I say. Okay, that's fine. So I will reiterate what I would do. What I would do. Okay. I've heard the story twice now. I've heard the problem twice. This is 2 times that you've come to me with the same drama. That you haven't changed. You didn't listen. None of that. You come back a 3rd time. Still not listening to me. You're telling me that my problem solving to you is not worth it. And so, if that's the case, why the fuck do you keep coming back to me? And I'm over it. I've already said 2 other times what I would do if it was me. You've done nothing. Nothing. Which shows me that 1, you really don't know what to do. Or you just enjoy having a story to tell, even if it's the same exact one. You like that drama. There's some part of you that likes it. And so you just, you keep it. It's a constant for you. Well, here's the thing. You're trying to bring your drama to me. It has nothing to do with me. You're just wasting my time though. And that I have a problem with. People aren't going to put up with shit. They're really not. That they just don't want to, you know? And you're right. Like, in those 3 times where I picked up that phone and heard the same fucking story, whether it's 20 minutes a time, 30, 40, an hour, if I didn't have that, I could have been doing other things, right? I chose to let that little bit of drama in then for those times, and then it's just done. Like, it's just done. We're done. I understand that some people need it to function, to live, right? To fucking operate. They need a level of drama in their life. I promise you that if you just cut out some of that, you will feel so much better. I used to hold a bunch of it. I used to feel like I needed a certain degree just to be interesting, right? I always needed to have a problem or a situation, something to talk about. No, 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 absolutely false. You know why? Because in the world we live in, especially today, there is no shortage of drama. You don't need your own. There's plenty out there. Plenty out there. A lot of material, okay? A lot. Emotional catharsis is the next key benefit. A detox often involves releasing pent-up emotions, sometimes through crying or creative outlets, which helps you process unresolved trauma instead of letting it manifest as chaotic behavior. Now, I know there are some people that do like, to hold on to drama because they have they have a reason. But you can also, instead of just having it and being that person with that problem and that story every single time, put it somewhere. Take that energy and put it somewhere. Grab a fucking pen, close your eyes, and just see where your hand takes you. Throw some paint at a wall or anything. I don't get how some people have to hold on to it. So here's how to start. All right, a drama detox. All right, if you haven't yet, if you haven't ever, it's definitely something that couldn't hurt a lot of people. All right, so you audit your circles. Identify relationships or habits like gossip that consistently leave you feeling drained. Gossip is fun, right? It can be fun. Let's be honest. We're all guilty, okay? But there's a difference between senseless gossip, you know what I mean? And then just constantly digging in and feeling fucking exhausted after the fact. If you're having to have such strong feelings about the presence of another person or the personality of another person, what is that person bringing to the table? There has to be a balance. You can't just have someone in your life that's only there to give you literal shit. I'd rather crawl into my bed, cover up, and just not see anyone than deal with this person. Then why do you? Set firm boundaries. Learn to say no to involvement in others' conflicts. Now, my take on that is I don't take the bait. I don't even throw it out. For example, if I'm walking up to someone and I see that, there's some form of drama about them, whether it's their face or what they're saying or what their body looks like or whatever, you know what I mean? There's some kind of, you can pick it up a lot of the time. If you go up to one of those people, be it someone you know or a complete stranger, and you say, "How's it going?" You're throwing out a hook. And you know what happens when you throw out a hook? If you got the right fucking bait on there, what happens? You catch a big fat fucking fish. Sometimes it's a small one, but sometimes it's a big fat fucking fish. And if you don't want to catch the fish, you don't throw out the hook. Okay? That's the set firm boundaries part, the learn to say no. If I don't want to get involved in someone's shit, I'm not going to fucking open the door. It's not going to be me that's like, "Oh, you want to talk? What's going on?" Right there. I did it. I did it to myself. Now I've opened the door and welcomed in anything. Anything. It could be, "They got my order wrong at Taco Bell." Or it could be, "I just feel like I'm this horrible person because blah," and then you just don't even know when it stops, and you did it to yourself, And especially if you know someone is just a drama factory, sometimes it's all right to just sidestep that for a couple days, for a couple weeks, for a couple months, forever, and just be like, I'm good here. I'm good here. The next one is reframe situations. When a conflict arises, use techniques like objective questioning to strip away the emotional exaggeration and find the actual facts. So, kind of like my phone call, my thrice-time phone call, You call me once, you have your problem. All right, I'm going to tell you from the outside what I think, what it looks like, what I would do. And if you come back with the same problem, it tells me you didn't hear anything that I said before, so I'm going to repeat myself, possibly, depending on who you are. And let's go through it. Let's try to get down to why, like the why, the how, the everything. And we can try to, fix your fucking problem. So we don't have to keep coming back here, because you're going to come back here. And then you come back again. If it's the same, it's like, okay, so you're not interested in fixing anything. You're not interested in changing anything. So you leave me out of it. Yeah, there you go. So, just saying, especially if you have someone dramatic in your life, like, it's good to have those people sometimes. It's entertaining, in fact, but like, if you're feeling overwhelmed and they're just adding to it in like a negative way, they're not bringing anything positive to the table, it's okay to just detach, detox, and just de-dramify your life, okay? It's a lot simpler than it seems sometimes, and a lot of times all you have to do is just kind of pinpoint what or who or why more drama seems to be spilling over. So, and then you just mop it up, fix it, cut it, whatever you need to do. So, this has been episode 29. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Here we go. Of this show, and this is called the Drama Detox. So thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for listening, liking, sharing, subscribing, whatever you need to do, all that fun stuff. And we will wrap it up. I hope you have a fantabulous day, and I cannot wait for you to come back again. So we will see you and talk to you next time. Oh, this was draining, so dramatic. Just kidding. Thanks for watching.